Morning all, welcome to another Saturday. Time for the update and see where you guys think the average is. It's a cloudy and rainy day here in Porthcawl. My perfect day. I hate the sun, I hate the heat. I say this many times, and also it'll keep the tourists away. Smelly, dirty things. Ugh. So here we are, let's have a look. It's a biggish spread, but nowhere near as big as I was expecting. I thought it would have been a much bigger, all over the place spread than this. So I'm quite surprised at this. So let me draw some lines from this guy here. We can only see his one eye, so I'll sort of go to the top and the bottom one. The bottom one is a bit further out from the others, so I'm not sure what to do with that yet. Don't think it'll affect them that much, so I'll probably leave that in. Oops. Yeah, it's nowhere near bigger spread as I thought it would be. I thought it would be much more spread out than that, because it is a big cluster, and there's probably hundreds, if not thousands of pixels between the one on the left, mine, and the one on the right. What do I think of this spread? Well, my thing is, if I look at this guy, you can see all the white underneath his eyes. So his eyeball is looking practically vertical up this way, but it's unlikely that all the judges are going to go that far to the left. One or two probably will, and then you'll have some will go further over to the right. So I think the cluster is good in that respect, in that the average is likely to be somewhere in the middle of them, as is the case with an average. It's the same with this guy. Now this guy, I tend to think he's looking quite high. So for me, it's going to be far nearer the top line there than the bottom line there. So I'm thinking, as somebody else said, can't remember who, might have been Ben, that it's going to be on the eaves there of the house, just on that white sort of panel at the end of the roof. So let's knock up an average there and see where. And the average isn't as important, as I've said before, as where people are going. I mean, if we look at where our guys have put their crosses and think, well, if that's a fair representation of what the judges are going to do, we've got an idea and nothing more of where to go. Right. The average isn't going to work, but I'll draw some lines for it. I've tried different methods that people have suggested, and none of them work. Maybe I'm just doing them wrong. So an average is 3085963. And if I hover the magnifying glass over it, you can see it. So I'll just draw some big white lines, because we only want an idea of where the average is. If I put the average up in the little panel thing, you can drop the average into your own thing and see where you think it is and where you think you want to go from there. Change the color to white, and I'll draw some white lines on there now through the average. So there we are. We can see where that average is with the white right in the center of that big white cross there, and I don't think that's too bad there. Personally, what am I going to do in regards to that average? I think I'm going to go a little bit higher, based on where this fella on the left is looking, because to me he's looking quite high. So I think I'm going to go, if I stick to that sort of vertical area there and go higher up onto the wood at the end of the roof. I think that's where I'm going to go. But yeah, average was, I quite like that average there. Even though lately our average has been in sort of zone 2, zone 3. I quite like that, and I thought it'd be more spread out than that, but it isn't. Let's have a look at Revcomps quickly then. And I've been cutting back, like I said I would, finally. So I got one on this Aston Martin, because it's a £75,000 cash alternative. Didn't get one on this Q8, or the Arteon, or the van, or the Mercedes. And then for Thursday's draw, they added some more last Thursday night. BMW M5 competition, that'll be popular, I'm sure, because people like that sort of thing. I got one on this Mustang. No, I haven't. I lied. Wrong. I got one on a Caterham, because the Mustang didn't have a cash alternative. It's 25 quid a ticket, but low odds. The Caterham I went for, because it's 45 grand cash alternative. I like this, Roller Team Pegaso, but nowhere to put it. Got no use for one of these pickups. I do like this Volvo XC40, but I haven't bothered. And I do like, as you know, a Golf diesel, but I didn't bother with that either. Now it's the auto draws that usually get me. That one, the Lambo, all 50 grand, has been on the checkout page where you can add them last minute. That's been on there for a couple of weeks, and I already had tickets on this, which I thought were £1 a ticket, but because I had 3 tickets on it a week or 2 ago. But it says they're 197. I don't remember doing that, but there we are. Sea of Ibiza, I only grabbed a ticket last night. I wasn't going to bother, and then last night I did. Audi Q5, I haven't bothered, but it's a diesel, I do like it. That, I looked up the performance figures of this Mocha, it's basically a slug. Mini John Cooper Works on £1,000. This popped up in a vision, so I thought, well, I wouldn't play for it normally, but I'm going to play for it because I saw it, like I did the last car I won. So I thought, yeah, I'll have a ticket just to be in it, just in case the vision was correct. Renault Twizy, these are electric things. I remember I used to watch Seb Delaney talk about cars. Some young kid that lives down in Monaco, and he makes car videos. He had one of these, and he used to drive around Monaco in it. It was a bit of fun, but would you take that as a serious car? I don't know. Didn't play for this up because again, that's a bit of a slug. I'm going to 0 to 60 is something like 16 seconds. You just, my electric bike is quicker. These popped up this morning. This Jeep Renegade, which I haven't bothered on, and this Golf, not a Golf, Polo. Do like a Polo, but I haven't bothered. This made me laugh. Brand new digger, the Kubota for mini excavator and a trailer. Yeah, who's going to buy that? But the thing is, I would, if I had land, or even if I had a big garden, I'd buy a ticket for this. I'd have no use for it other than just to go out on a weekend and muck about digging a hole. That would be it. I'd just go out randomly digging holes and then filling them in again, just to play with the digger. It's the ultimate gadget, isn't it? So that's it. That's it for me for the weekend. I did have an invite to go fishing down in West Wales for the weekend with some of the lads, but I didn't go because I had a ton of stuff to do, and I don't think any of them had been fishing before, so none of them knew what they were doing, which would have been part of the fun, I suppose. But looking at how the weather's turned out, I'm probably glad I didn't go now, because looks like it's going to be raining all weekend, even though it's a long weekend. So yeah, enjoy your long weekend and your bank holiday for those of you in the UK. I don't know if Scotland have got a bank holiday. They tend to do their own thing. In the meantime, enjoy your weekend, and good luck, guys. I hope Christian comes to see one of us on Tuesday.